Hello, you're welcome to New Focused Approach to Mathematics Basics 7 book. This is revised edition, and in this video, we want to look at the introduction of probability or chance, right? So the concept of probability or chance is what we want to study and understand. Now, when we have a football match and we are not sure about the outcome, whether team A is going to win or team B is going to win, but sometimes we can predict with some kind of value and so there's 90% chance that team A is going to win, or you are about performing a surgery and a medical doctor tells you your chance of survival is 60% or 70% or 80%. That is probability because the doctor is trying to measure the chance of the activity or the outcome occurring. Okay, so what we are trying to say here is that when we say probability, probability is a branch of mathematics that deals with measuring. So that's the point, measuring or determining using quantitative, that means using values, numbers, to determine the likelihood that an event or an experiment will occur. There is something that we are not sure of the outcome, but we are trying to measure the chance of it occurring with the value, either in percentage or between 0 and 1. That becomes an experiment, or that becomes probability as well. So here we are saying that probability always lies between 0 and 1. That means when probability is 0, then we are talking about impossible event, an event that will never occur. And when the probability is 1, we say the probability is certain. Let me give you an example. Let's say a probability of 0, which we call the impossible event. What it means is that, for example, if I'm to throw this particular die that you see here, okay, we know this die has 6 faces, okay, and the faces are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you are telling me that when you throw this die, you get the number 7. I mean, this is impossible, right? Or you want to throw this die and get number 9. Because if a die is a sided figure, there's no way you can throw and get the number 9. So that becomes an impossible event. Here we say the event is, or the probability of it occurring is 0. Then look at another extreme case of having probability of 1. We say 100% certain. That for this one is a certain. Example, I have this bag here, okay, and this bag contains balls, small balls, and all the balls are colored. Then I tell you, what is the chance that when you put your hand into the bag, you come out with a colored ball, a colored ball? I mean, this is 100% because the balls are all colored. So when I put my hand, any ball that I bring out is a colored ball. So the chance of it occurring is 100% or 1. I hope it makes sense. So that becomes certain event. This one is very certain. The probability is always 100%. It's always 1. Good. Then we have a situation whereby we have 50-50 chance of something occurring. We call it even chance. For example, I give you a coin and you have to toss the coin. The coin has only two sides, either a head appearing or a tail appearing. So the chance of getting head or tail is even 50-50 unless the coin is biased. But we are making assumption that the coin is fair. So if the chance of something occurring is yes, no, win, lose, I mean it's 50-50 or head or tail 50-50. Then we have a situation we can term as unlikely event. What for this one is unlikely to happen, even though it's not impossible. It's possible, but not so much clear. For example, I give you two dice. Then I said, toss these two die and you get 4-4 at both die. It's possible we can get 4-4 at both die when we toss, but it's not so easy to get it. If I toss two die and each of them will appear 4-4, I mean, it's not so common. So we call it unlikely event. Then we have likely event. It's also getting closer to become certain, but not exactly so. For example, I have this set of pebbles in a box. Then I say, close your eyes and pick one. There are only 4 in there, and 3 are red. one is blue. Then I said, what is the chance that when you put your hand in there, you get red? Chance of getting red is so high, right? So that becomes so likely. But the chance of getting blue is so low. So that is what we call likely event. Good. Now let's talk about few terminologies, then we end this video. I'm sure you are getting the concept of probability. Now, there is something we call experiment. In probability, any action or operation where the result is uncertain or the result is not so sure, you are not so sure of the outcome, then that particular action or operation is called experiment. For example, football match is an experiment because we are not sure of the outcome. Okay, tossing a die, okay, is also an experiment because the moment you're about tossing the die, you're not sure of the outcome, so that becomes an experiment. Let's say tossing a coin, that one too, you're not sure of the outcome, it's also an experiment. Good. Then let's talk about random sampling. Random sampling. Now, this refers to choosing a sample from a population without being biased. Okay, that means you are picking the thing randomly. For example, if I give you this machine and have all these balls inside, and you have to wind or spin this particular machine and press a button, where the button will drop a ball. If the balls are of the same material and of the same size, okay, then the chance of any of them dropping out after pressing the button is random. So we call it random sampling. Okay, random sampling. And then a die can also be a random sampling. If you are to toss a die and the die is fair, perfect cube, any number can appear. That makes it a random sampling. Now with this, we come to the end of this video. Our next video will do another technology very important for us to learn. So watch the next video and learn more about probability. Thanks so much for watching.